Hello Cancer, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you are here with me today. This is your weekly reading from May 5th to the 11th. So let's go ahead and get right into your reading. I want to say welcome to those of you that are new to my channel. And of course, for those of you that are returning, I want to thank you for returning again. I'm so happy that you're here with me. Of course, my wish for everyone is that this reading resonates. Now, with it being a general reading, of course, we know that that is an impossibility. However, if there are parts of this reading that connect with your energy or with what it is that's going on with you at this time, I really appreciate comments. I really do value the time that you spend commenting. I also appreciate the support. The more that you comment, like, share, and subscribe, it helps my channel grow. And I can't thank you enough for that. So, that being said, I want to get on with your reading because your energies are the most important thing. And Cancer, we are going to be getting into your incoming energies. We're going to talk about your current energies, and we're going to layer things up with tarot cards because the tarot cards are the messages that connect all of the energies together. So Cancer, let's start. Spirit Angels Guides. It's a beautiful sign, Cancer. Let's focus on your incoming energies as we move through the week. What is it that Cancer, what is the energy around Cancerians? So we've got stuck energy. Now, when I see this card, number 8, energy, stuck energy. First of all, 8s are all about action. It means you are in the process of taking action to get yourself out of whatever this energy is that you feel stuck in. Now, when you look at the illustration here, you know, you're sitting here kind of dissatisfied. Kind of reminds me of the Four of Cups a little bit, like, you know, I'm bored. I'm tired of this energy. But you're not deep in this mud, all right? This is not something you can't get out of. And the rainbow just shows that this is a period of time that is really coming to an end. You know, this is the light after the storm. So your energy levels are changing. Happy to say that. And because of the shift in your energy, number 1, consciousness, we're seeing a lot of optimism. You know, you're holding your arms open and you are looking at the sun that is coming up over the fields. And this is an archway of abundance. There's fruit that's growing on here. This is abundance coming in. Stability with the trees on either side. Feeling a great sense of optimism towards your plans, towards your relationships, towards your dreams, you know, towards your health and your not just health, but even your finances, like everything in your life. You know, when we can release ourselves from this stuck energy, we start to feel appreciation and gratitude, and we can see that blessings are starting to come in. You know, slowly but surely, it's all starting to change the way you are seeing things. Now let's look at your current energies. And, you know, the consciousness of lack here, number 5, does kind of go hand in hand with that stuck energy, because if we feel like there's areas in our life that we're lacking in, so whether it's our job, whether it's our attitude, whether it's love, relationships, whether they're platonic, friendships, family, or intimate, there's, you know, it could be even the lack of knowledge, the lack of understanding, the lack of communication, right? So it can be on any different level. But I feel like that stuck energy where you were feeling you were lacking something, I feel like this week you're feeling more optimistic, you're feeling more confident about the way things are unfolding for you. Where you've been lacking, number 2, intention. Your intention is to find the answers to what you feel you've been lacking. Because when you can actually figure that out, not easy always, it's when peace is restored. And I feel like that peace is something, it's that balance, it's that purity, it's almost as like you're doing this deep cleanse. You know, in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in springtime. So this is a renewal time for everybody. You know, we start to see that things are starting to bud and that the sun is starting to shine more and that we're starting to feel better. And I feel like this peace is starting to restore itself for you as well. Number 2 people, look at this. You got 2 2s right here. Family, finding balance and peace with family. And again, if there's been a lack of communication with family, there's more peace now. You're figuring out again what it is that maybe has been lacking in a family relationship. And you know what? You're finding out how to balance all of that out. Remember, 2s are about balance. They're about partnership. They're about duality. And I think that there could be some family members or family, and it's not always people we're related to. Family can be anything that you consider family. It's people around you that are supportive, and it's finding that peace and balance that connects you together. So again, there could be some communications. You could be going through some communications with family members or people that you consider family right now. And to bring, again, maybe there's been a little bit of off balance, and now you're starting to figure out what you need to do to bring more connection, okay, more connectivity. The stuck energy and the optimism are showing that things are optimistically moving in a much better way, in a much better direction for you as well. But let's get all of your tarot cards, because the tarot cards are going to give you a little bit more of the meaning and the messages. I will do 9 cards, and then we will clarify them. All right, so let's start with the first row for Cancer, Spirit, Angels, Guides. All right, we want the first row here. Spirit, Angels, Guides for the beautiful sign Cancer. They want to come out, and then they don't. All right. We got the first 3. 1, 2, and 3. Go. And next. Last row. Thank you. We got 2 there. Look at that. And you end with peace. Look at, beautiful. Looks like there's some action here. Taking some action, some movement. You could be moving, thinking about moving. Your standards, your morals, commitment, things you're committed to. I think you've got some big plans. And not small ones. I think you are ready to journey as well. We've got the Fool energy, so starting a new journey, starting something new. It could have to do with moving. I feel like your intuition is going to be your best friend this week. I think you're going to be receiving a lot of intuitive messages that are really going to help you to transform. There's lots of transformations taking place absolutely here. All right, that was just a general view, but I want to get into each card now. So let's start with the Princess of Wands, all right? This is what we're starting off with. There's no gender with any of the cards. I read them for the way that they look on the card, but again, just please remember, none of them have gender. Butterflies completely circulate you at this time, and your Princess of Wands is a fiery energy, is linked to your heart chakra. That's why it's outlined in green. It's the passion, right? It's passion. This could be a message that's coming that's inspiring you. Could be something to do with work, could be something to do with finance. It could be something to do even just as much as maybe it is a new friend. It's a new connection. It's something new that is transforming things, changing. There's adjustments, but there's something that bring an element of excitement. Now, the 10 of Wands is burdens and feeling like there's a heavy responsibility and weight on your shoulders. But with it being number 10, 10s are the end of a cycle. So are there burdens that you're feeling are actually lifting? And is it this message of transformation that's helping to lift these responsibilities? Now, very well could be. So there could be a message that really sheds light on how you can release those burdens. And then you've got the 0, the Fool. Now, again, this message that comes could be unexpected. The Fool card is the beginning of the Fool's journey. So it's the first card in the major arcana. It is the start of something new, and it is new beginnings. Sometimes unexpectedly things shift, and we kind of it's almost as if we turn our head and we're like moving in a new path. So there could be an element of surprise, an element of excitement as well, because with the Fool energy, we feel that great sense of excitement. So again, I think that there's something coming to a close. So whatever those heavy responsibilities and burdens that have been weighing on you, I think there is a new beginning that's going to show you it's going to show you something new that I think that's going to be very powerful. And this is something that is outlined in your root chakra. That's why it's outlined in red. And red, the root chakra, is your physical identity. So it's how you perceive, how you show yourself to the world as well. But it is about stability and grounding, and I think that there is a new beginning for you. Number 5, the Hierophant. We see the eye of protection up here. This is the high priest. It can be a mentor. It certainly can be somebody that you put a lot of trust into, somebody who holds the same faith and religious or spiritual values as you. It is about commitment. It's about your morals, your standards, and how that structure is really important to you. This is Taurus energy, if that makes sense to any of you as well. Another major arcana card. So I feel like something that you have committed yourself to. It's showing a great deal of protection. It's also showing that your spiritual connection to things is very powerful. And that with the Hierophant or High Priest, there's a lot of wisdom that can be shared in this card as well. And with it being Taurus energy, we are in Taurus season. This Taurus energy is also about grounding, right? Taurus are very much about that sense of security. So I feel like there is something you may be committed to that is quite important at this time. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming up in your reading. Could be marriage as well, commitment in that aspect, or some sort of partnership. The Princess of Cups, I believe, is as you are going through these transformations and changes, as you can see, there's lots of butterflies on her dress here, and this is your heart chakra. It is, again, following what your heart desires, feeling abundance where love is concerned. Could be a message coming from somebody youthful or younger, but it's definitely a message that could also be in connection with your intuitiveness. The Two of Wands, all right, this is the plans that you need to put into motion. We've got the world sort of in the palm of your hands, and it really is at this point up to you. If you want to move confidently with a new sense of direction, you have the capability of doing that, because, you know, right now the deciding factor is whether or not you're ready to put action behind the plans that you've been setting. All right, and then the Four of Swords is rest. So sometimes, you know, after upheaval or after loss or after sadness, you know, or after, you know, really anything that is requiring some sort of a renewal, this is a retreat card. This is a time for you to take that well-rested vacation, take some time out for yourself, get the rest that you need, you know, because again, we have to take care of ourselves first. Self-love is very important. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all of those things are linked together. And the Four of Swords is just saying, you know, if there has been some time that you've been going through where you feel that you needed a little bit of healing, the Four of Swords is showing that that healing is taking place, and that it's time for you to be able to take that deep breath and feel like, oh, you know, the worst of it's behind me now, and now I can move forward. The Knight of Wands is all about movement. So for some of you, you really could be doing a physical move. It could be a journey of the mind as well. You could be, you know, thinking about travel. But the Knight of Wands being a fast-acting knight, but full of protection because he's full of armor. He is quite happy to be in this movement, in this momentum. And then your last two cards is number 21, the World. So interesting enough, you've got the Fool, which begins the journey, but you've also got the World, which closes out the journey, ready to start something new. This is a very much an enlightenment card. It's like all your chakras are in alignment. You've gone through all the phases of that, and now the World is saying, you know, it's time to end this cycle, and we're ready to begin a new cycle. The new cycle that you are entering in here is number 14, which is Temperance, Sagittarius energy. This Temperance card is all about balance, moderation, peace, divine timing. You know, so it's bringing all of that, feeling finally like maybe those burdens are shifting, and you're seeing a whole new beginning that concentrates on more balance and stability in your life. All right, let's get your clarifying cards for these. We're going to start with the Princess of Wands. I do believe that this could be a message, and it could be a message that is in alignment with your wishes and your dreams. It is the Nine of Chalices, which is the Nine of Cups. So emotional fulfillment here is to be seen in this card. It's happiness. You can even see it with the illustration. The ladybug is all the good luck, right? The ladybug shows good luck. You could even be seeing little ladybugs around. Could be another indication that you're on the right track. But this is, you know, celebrating with family, celebrating with friends, really in alignment with your wishes and dreams. And again, with the Princess of Wands being a message of transformation, I think it's transformations that are really more in alignment with what it is you truly want out of this life. The Ten of Wands, let's find out what these burdens are. And I'm happy to say these burdens definitely are on their way out. I feel like the responsibilities or heavy weight that you've been carrying, I'm happy to say that weight has lifted, or it is in the process of lifting. And now we're seeing number 4 of Wands, which is all about celebration, and it is about stability. It's happiness. It's finding that true happiness, and it is peace and contentment for sure. You're standing on the other side of this beautiful gateway. The gateway of prosperity is opening for you, and it's showing much more stability. Lush green leaves on the tree just show that seeds that you've planted before are growing, and that although it may have required a lot of hard work and a lot of responsibility on your part, the reason why you took on all of this burden is because there was at the end of it was your hopes and your dreams. It was your wish fulfillment. It was, the things that you've been working hard towards, whether again in a job, if it's a promotion, or if it's a pay raise, or if it's being able to help people, or if it's planning for a home, planning, for a big purchase, or whatever that burden of responsibility was and you worked hard for. You can now celebrate your win here. You can celebrate all of that hard work and paying close attention to what it is you needed to do to create a solid foundation. And that's exactly what that is. So it's time to celebrate. Now that you can put all that behind you and you can really feel like the gateways are opening up for you, you can start to take a little bit of a leap of faith, because it's time to start a new beginning. For some of you, depending on what your wish fulfillment is, it could be a relationship for some of you, for sure. And if it is, it could be somebody who is going to show a lot of long-term potential, because you got the Knight of Pentacles. And for some of you, if you are looking for love, I know a lot of you aren't, but if you are, it could be somebody who is quite youthful. I almost see like this person's really like jovial, they're fun, they have a very young disposition. But what I love about them is that they're very practical. They're very practical, and they are really in something for the long term. This is the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, doesn't rush into anything, very methodical with their thinking, plants the seeds to show growth. And there could be something in the beginning phases here. Maybe somebody that is not normally who you would pick to be in your life, but definitely somebody who is about creating a stable life together. Now, if it isn't a relationship, the Knight of Pentacles could be, again, you planting the seeds for a new beginning. You're ready to begin, or you're already in the process of a new beginning, and you're planting those seeds and you're nurturing them, okay? And you are anticipating and you are forecasting that with the hard work that you're going to put into this venture, if it's a new job, if it's a new thought process, whatever it is, you are willing to put in the hard work, because you know very well that this is something that is going to bring you the financial rewards that you're looking for. Maybe not right away, maybe in time, but it's a process, and this process is slowly but surely gaining momentum. Let's find out with the Hierophant. See. All right, we got the 7 of Pentacles. So the investments that we make in life, there's always investments. We've invested into relationships, we've invested into friendships, family. We invest into, obviously, RSPs and stocks, and into our finances. And we also put a lot of investment into our job and into our career and into our financial well-being. So this is an evaluation period where you're looking at all the things that you've committed yourself to, the things that have, stood in line with your morals and your values. But right now, this is an evaluation period because you've been waiting for something to come to fruition. And I think that there could be something that maybe it could be a contract of some sort. There could be a contract that's coming up for review. And now it's time for you to really evaluate it in such a way to make sure that it's still producing the fruit, that it's still producing what it is you want it to. So it could be an evaluation period there. The Princess of Cups, I feel like there's new love for some of you. And yeah, Six of Wands, look at that. It's a victory card. So again, trust in your intuitive nudges, because definitely you will see victory with that. But this victory is very much Leo energy. I'm seeing that you're being rewarded for something. There is a great sense of accomplishment with this card, and you're being recognized for something. So some of you could be receiving a gift. You could be receiving an award or reward. And this could be the message also that is linked to it. This could actually be a victory that transforms something for you as well. So there could be some major deep transformations here with this great sense of victory. The Two of Wands, okay, it's time to make some choices and decisions to put those plans into motion. And I think you will, because you got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, fastest moving knight, ready to take charge. He holds that sword because he has truth. He has the information that he needs in order to be able to move forward with his plans. So I think that you are going to be gaining some sort of information that's going to help you put all of your plans into motion, and you're going to feel really good and very optimistic about moving forward with these plans. For some of you, it really could be travel, and for some of you, I feel like it's almost, if you are making any moves, I don't think that they're going to be moves that are a short distance. These could be like really big moves, like maybe even worldly moves, with the cards that I'm seeing here. And it's something that I think that might be an unexpected turn of events for you, because maybe there's a better job offer, maybe there is a person that, is of interest. But there is something that unexpectedly shifts your way of thinking, and it could really result in you making some big moves in your life. The Four of Swords, I feel like this is feeling like a breath of fresh air. And you got the Empress, beautiful. You know, this healing time that you're taking, and it's very important. If you're not taking it, it really is your angels really reaching out to you and saying, it's time for you to take some rest. You've achieved a great victory here, all right? You've achieved something quite substantial here, and now it's time for you to really focus on yourself, focus on your inner resources, because you're going to need to build them up strong. The Empress is all about abundance, and she's the most abundant queen in all of the deck. Again, very much Taurus or Libra energy, if that makes sense to any of you, Cancer. And especially if you know your birth chart, a lot of these major arcana cards can link to the placements of your birth chart as well. Now, the Empress really, again, showing great abundance. She's a very fertile queen. She is kind of motherly, so you can see that it's sort of that motherly, very feminine energy. She has a beauty about her. And this is really all about birthing something new. And I think that you're going to need your rest, because I think that you are embarking on something new that is going to require you to utilize a lot of your energy and your resources. So really take time out for yourself, because there is a reason why this optimism card is in your energies. It's because you have this is a great time for you to embrace that optimistic attitude, because things are aligning nicely for you, especially with something new. I see a lot of seeds being planted with something new, whether again it's finances, a new home, a new job, a new person. Something definitely is aligning here for you. The Knight of Wands, fast-paced movement, feeling passion towards this movement as well. And you got the Five of Chalices. Okay, so it's time to move on. And the reason why you're moving on, again, is the Five of Chalices, the Five of Cups, is because something deeply hurt you along the way. Somewhere along the way, there was something that may have hurt you, where you were feeling that consciousness of lack. Could have had something to do with family for some of you. You've been looking for peace, and you're trying to figure out, how do I get this peace? How do I get this balance? And the Knight of Wands is showing that there is some sort of action that is happening around you that's helping you to heal from this Five of Cups. There are 3 cups that are spilled over, and there are 2 cups of hope. And that hope is what is restoring here for you. For some of you, I'm getting I'm getting a message from a mother that's passed on. So if somebody has recently lost their mom, or it could even be from years ago. But there definitely is very much a motherly presence in this card reading today. And I think the message that's coming through is that they don't want you to hold on to the sadness anymore. That it's time to move on. It's time to move towards your goals. It's time to really, really get the rest that you need, because it's time for you to embark on your new journey. This is your time now. That's just a message, and that could be just for some of you. But just know that whatever the sadness is that you've been feeling, if it's a heavy heart, if it's just something in your life that just emotionally has just caused a little bit of disruption, just know that there is hope here, and that your angels are saying it is time to move on. And during this time of movement, you've got your body armor on, meaning that you are protected. And that's why we've got the World and the Temperance card, because it's let's find out what the clarifying card is first. And you've got the Six of the Lovers. I feel like balance is definitely being restored here. And everything, of course, happens in divine timing. But things in moderation. There is balance being restored here. And the world as you know it, with all the things that have taken place in your life, past, present, future, the world is just showing everything sort of coming full circle. And with it coming full circle, you are going to start to feel, okay, that peace that you are anxiously awaiting for. And, you know, with the family card too, I think that there is a lot of family peace here. So if there has been some disruption or sadness where family is concerned, I feel like things are being restored. And this Lovers card is, you know, I mean, it shows marriage here, but it can be for some of you, but it can also be, you know, decisions and choices, and feeling confident about the direction that you're going. And that this Lovers card is Gemini energy. I feel like I almost feel very happy with this Lovers card. I feel like where life has felt a little bit stuck, you know, with your energy being stuck, this Lovers card gives you choice, and it helps you to make some decisions so that you can move forward, close out those cycles in your life, and move forward passionately, and know that whatever it is that you're working towards is really balancing things out much healthier for you. All right, Cancer, let's get your career, money, and finances. Career, money, and finance for the beautiful sign Cancer. Special messages for Cancer. All right, we've got relationships. Relationships, of course, can be on many different levels. Remember, they can be love, they can be platonic, they can be business. So let's start with that first one. You got 3 cards. It says business partners, office love affairs, and communication with coworkers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. All right. So, but I mean, on a different level, because I mean, I'm just reading what the card says. This is about relationships on a whole, and relationships have a lot to do with our foundation and our stability. So again, whether it's love relationships, business relationships, family relationships, obviously what's at the forefront here for this reading this week is to do with relationships. And then it says you're moving up. All right, so you are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. And we did see some movement here. You climbed the ladder of success. Maybe some of you are moving for a relationship. And then there's magic in the air. You have the power. Look at all the power, right? Lovely. Think of this as positive, all right? Let's not, power sometimes is a strong word, but when we have that power, let's enjoy it. Let's be optimistic about it. So you have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life. The sky is the limit. So don't underestimate the power of your wishes and dreams. Wow, those are beautiful. All right, let's now get your secondary angel card. So your angel message specifically for Cancer. A message specifically for Cancer. All right, so they want you to find your center. It says your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? This is the Four of Swords, all right? This is finding your center. And you're going to need to, because there's a lot of abundance coming your way. Finding your center is also going to help you manifest that magic that you have inside. So very important message from your angels. All right, let's do a few extra tea leaf cards for you as well. Let's find out some more messages. We've got 2 cards there. Let's see if there's anything else. There we go. And there we go. Oh, that one. And then that one. There we go. So let's see. We've got news is on its way. Someone will try to make you do something against your will, so make sure that you stay strong. And there's opportunities that are waiting for you. So this news, so first of all, never let anybody try to do something against your will. And I think you're strong enough anyway, Cancer. So remember, club is about not allowing that person to make you do something that you don't want to do. But there is some good news on the way, and it's something about opportunities that are waiting for you. It says, be careful, do not take risks. So if you're going to take any type of a risk, make sure it's a calculated risk. You're going to be shown the way though. So if there's an opportunity that's waiting for you, just know that you will be shown the way, because that's why you got the candle. So the claw and the candle go hand in hand. So be careful not to take the risks, but know and feel confident and optimistic that you will be shown the way. And then the last card you got was well, and it says family wishes come true. Wow, awesome. That's really beautiful. All right, Cancer, let's close out your reading with your angel number. And I'm going to read the affirmation that is attached to this angel number for you. So let's find out what that angel number is. And it's effort number 13. All right, so let's see what that means for you. I'm just going to look it up in the book here. So effort. So any combinations of 1, 3, 13, you did get aces in your reading. You did get some 3s in your reading as well. So keep that in mind, but you did get a few aces. It says that you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. And these cycles require you to put extra effort into overcoming your challenges. Never ever give up, and your success is guaranteed. Wow, that is amazing too. Now the affirmation with number 13, effort, is with optimism, with faith and effort, I overcome my challenges. So that is really a beautiful, way to close out this reading today. All right, Cancer, I want to thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate all of your love and support. And until next time, sending love, light, and positive vibes.